Hello, I'm Irma Baker. Welcome to our show. We're sponsored by RSVP, the Retired Senior Volunteer Program, which is a part of Mature Services. A kaleidoscope, according to the dictionary, offers a constantly changing array of bright objects, and that's what we hope to do with our show. We bring you interesting people and organizations and activities in our viewing area. And right after these messages, we'll be back with today's guest.
RSVP of Summit County has been making a difference in our community since 1972. RSVP volunteers are increasing the quality of life by participating in programs and organizations that provide important services to the community. RSVP matches personal interests and skills with opportunities to serve. If you're interested in adding more meaning to your life and improving the lives of others, please call 330-253-4597, extension 166.
Welcome back. Our guest today is Maria Nagel, and Maria is the Marketing Director for Lock 3. Maria, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We're so glad to have you with us today and hear about all the things that are going to be happening in December at Lock 3, which is quite a gem in Akron's scene. Tell us a little bit about, well, really, what is Lock 3, in case there's anybody out there who doesn't know it?
Sure. Lock 3 is located in downtown Akron on Main Street. It's a city-sponsored venue that does events all year round, in the summer and in the winter. So this winter we have Holiday Fest at Lock 3. This is our 9th year doing that. And so we feature ice skating. That's our biggest feature. It's the largest outdoor ice skating rink in all of Ohio this season.
Well, you're just coming out of a very exciting time, and that was this past Thanksgiving when you had the holiday lighting.
Right. The day after Thanksgiving was our holiday lighting ceremony. We do that every year where we light the City of Akron's Christmas tree, we light all the buildings in downtown Akron, and we really open up Holiday Fest at Lock 3. People can ice skate after the ceremony, and then you'll see we have sledding and a lot of features there that we'll talk about, and that starts it all up. And then the day after, on the Saturday after Thanksgiving, we have the Welcome Santa Parade in Akron, and it ends at Lock 3.
That's always a big event, and I think that it doesn't matter. Everybody is a child at heart when you have a Christmas parade or a holiday parade. But you had something very unusual, or let's say harkening back to history and creating new memories with the return of Archie the Snowman.
Right. There was a huge call for returning Archie the Snowman back to the Akron area. If you go to his Facebook page, you'll see many, many, many followers, and they approached the City of Akron to bring Archie back to Lock 3. So every year at Lock 3 during the winter, we create a new feature, a new exciting feature, and we decided to go ahead and do Archie the Snowman. So if you come to Lock 3, it's in the O'Neill's basement there. When you get to Lock 3, you'll see where that is, but it's indoors. Children and adults can go up and talk to Archie just like they did at Chapel Hill Mall. And then when you walk through the display, there's the old window displays from the O'Neill's buildings are there also. So the creator who created Archie originally for Chapel Hill Mall is building Archie. He has built Archie again for this year, and he also placed all of the window displays. It's really, really cool, and it's very exciting, especially if you've been to Archie when you were smaller.
Well,
so.
I'm sure that there are people watching right now are saying, Archie, oh, that's right, that was the snowman at Chapel Hill Mall. And
right.
He kind of disappeared when Chapel Hill had a change of ownership.
Right.
But now the builder is bringing us the new Archie.
Right. He looks similar to the old Archie, but it is a brand new Archie. It's very exciting, and the people who wanted his return, I know, are very emotional over this, and very excited to see him back.
Well, I'm sure, as you mentioned, I mean, come on, a snowman having a Facebook page?
Right. Right. There was such a huge call for it, so the City of Akron decided to go ahead and bring him back. And you can visit him on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, all through the month of December. And if you go to www.lock3live.com, you'll see the hours of operation. The hours of operation for each of our attractions for ice skating, when Archie will be around. We also have Santa there during the weekends, so you'll need to bring your own camera, but Santa will be there. We have a lot of stuff for children to do. When I have a 9 and a 5-year-old, and when I take them there, you should probably allocate 2 to 3 hours at least, and if you ice skate, a little bit longer. So it's a great morning or afternoon or into the evening place to bring your children. In December, they have cabin fever, so it's a great place to take them and get that energy out. In addition to Archie and Santa and the window displays, we have cookie decorating. This year, children can buy a snowman cookie, a snowman sugar cookie for $1, and we give them icing and little candies to decorate with. And then we also have our Reindeer Run sledding hill. It's a 150-foot slide that children can go down. It's only $3 for 30 minutes. By the way, entrance into Lock 3 is free admission. And then some of the things that you would have to pay for are the sledding hill. It's $3 for 30 minutes.
Well, let me ask you this, Maria. Do people have to bring their own sleds?
No, we provide the sleds. In fact, don't bring your own sleds. So we provide those. And then for the ice skating, it's free admission onto to the rink. If you need to rent skates, it's only $3 to rent skates. They try to make it, the City of Akron makes it very affordable. It's really for the residents and visitors to the City of Akron to enjoy themselves.
Lock 3 has become a destination
Right.
for, as you mentioned, residents of the Akron area as well as tourists. But it is an outdoor venue, isn't it?
It's an outdoor venue. In the summertime it is. In the wintertime we have the ice rink outside. Our holiday shopping area is outside in our cottages. But the children's activities like Archie, Santa, the cookie decorating, the window displays are all in the O'Neill's basement, which is located, it's in Lock 3. Wherever you park, you just go down an elevator and it's right there. So that's indoors. All of our food, all of our concessions are inside we have a commons area. So there are places to warm up.
Well, I was wondering when you said a few minutes ago that you better allocate a couple hours
Right.
to be there. I was thinking, oh my gosh, you're going to be outside all that time.
No. It's there are indoor areas at Lock 3, but in the summertime everything is located outside.
Well, tell me a little bit about the market. Let's talk about the holiday shopping, because I'm thinking
Right.
some people are thinking, okay, that's a great place to take the kids, but oh, I've got all this shopping to do. So they can kind of combine the two?
Yes, there is shopping there. It's a great place to shop for really unique gifts. It is outdoors. All of our vendors are located in cottages, and we actually feature 2 vendors from Germany, from Chemnitz, Germany, who come here every year, and they do like hand-blown glass ornaments. All of their stuff is handcrafted. It's really, really cool. I have a lot of it at home. I don't know what else to say about it, but you should really, if you're looking for something unique for somebody, they do like German candle arches, hand-blown glass ornaments, and things like that. And then there's other vendors who just offer really unique gifts because, you know, stuff that you wouldn't normally find at a mall.
What other kind of things are offered there?
I know Litwick candle companies. There's a lot of gift baskets, food baskets, things like that. A textile company I know is there. So, you know, it's pretty unique. And if you go to our website, there'll be a whole list of those vendors and exactly what you can find there.
Well, you mentioned the gift baskets, and I'm thinking you also have a farmers market, don't you? A winter farmers market.
Right, we do a winter farmers market once a weekend in December, and this weekend it's December 15th and 16th, where you can find homemade goods and jams, jellies, things like that. and that's always a very popular weekend. So again, when you go to the website, check the hours for everything and just try to give yourself enough time to park and get down there, because December 15th and 16th will definitely be a busy weekend for us.
And what is the website?
www.lock3live.com.
And that'll get you to a list of everything that's going on.
A list of all of our attractions, including the sledding hill. If you are bringing children down, you'll want to take a look at when our sledding hill is open, when the ice skating is open, you know, when you can talk to Archie, all of those hours, and plan accordingly. And then in between, we also have a magical train ride where you get on it's an electrical train. It drives through all the lights that are there in Lock 3, through the cottages, and it's a pretty cool ride. I've ridden that train quite a bit too.
Well, that answers my next questions.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask, is it just a kiddie train, or can adults go on it?
It's adults and children. There's a $3 fee to ride the train, but it's well worth it. And it's definitely for adults and children.
Well, that makes it really a good place to go with the family.
Yes.
And many of the things you're mentioning, or some of the things you're mentioning, are weekend events. But suppose somebody wants to come down like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Is there enough going on to make it worthwhile?
The Holiday Fest is open Thursdays through Sundays. However, usually the week of Christmas, we are open the entire week. And then I know for Martin Luther King Day, we're open. Our ice skating rink is open then too, but typically it's Thursday through Sunday.
So really, if somebody is planning, then think, okay, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
This is the time to go to Lock 3.
Right.
How popular is the skating rink?
It's extremely popular. We get usually over 100,000 people are skating each season from the end of November to the end of January. It's very popular. It's the largest outdoor ice skating rink in Ohio. So
that is amazing. I had no idea that it was that big, but you're saying over 100,000 people will come. And do you have people who come every day that it's open? You can, and you know what, I should say this, that the ice skating rink is open every day, Monday through Sunday, but the other features that go on are only open Thursdays through Sunday. So you can come and ice skate at Lock 3. There might not be any supervision or anything like that. So if you let children skate there, just understand that there might not be staff on hand. Do you have people who come on their lunch hour? Oh yeah, all the time. In the summer and in the winter. In the summer they picnic there. In the winter they'll come and ice skate or just kind of check things out, especially on Thursdays and Fridays. Yeah, all the time. What makes Lock 3 unique to Akron? I think it's the largest destination that has the most going on in downtown Akron. It's amazing what it's done for the city of Akron and downtown, the numbers of people that go there every weekend in the summer and in the winter. And the amount of people that it draws from outside of Akron. We usually do exit polls where we ask for everybody's zip code, and the amount of people that are coming from suburbs like Medina and Wadsworth, Barberton, you know, and even on east of Akron, south of Akron, and Cuyahoga County, depending on what we have going on. It's amazing that a feature like this, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that it's so affordable. I mean, you can go there and spend $20 and get through everything for under $20. So I just think that what's unique about it is that you don't have to spend a whole lot of money for the amount of activities, the amount of entertainment that you're getting there. I think that's like unique to just about everything in the United States. So I don't know that there's a whole lot. There's people from other cities that will call us and ask us how we run Lock 3, how we do things there, because it really is the support of the city that makes it happen. The city is what makes, the city of Akron is what makes this happen.
makes
And
this happen.
you really work in close coordination with the city.
Yes.
You're involved with First Night, aren't you? Lock
Downtown-
3 is involved with First Night.
Right, Downtown Akron Partnership does First Night. We work very closely with Downtown Akron Partnership, and Lot 3 is one of the destinations for First Night. So during New Year's Eve, you'll be able to come and ice skate. You'll be able to ride down the sledding hill. Archie will be open. There's pretty much everything. I don't know that the shopping will be open, but but everything else will be available. And then there's a huge fireworks show at the end, which is always fun.
It does sound like it's so family oriented, but at the same time, you don't have to have kids to enjoy.
No, I've been to Lock 3 many times without my kids and had a great time, especially in the summer. But even in the summer with the concert programming that we have and the way Lot 3 is laid out, it's so easy to bring children there and not have to worry. There's so much grass, that kids run around and they can all play with each other while the concert is going on. It's such a huge family-oriented venue and so different from a lot of other typical concert venues during the summer. So it's great.
It's wonderful to have this look back at the past too.
Right.
Because I'm thinking that some of our viewers, when you mentioned a little while ago that the holiday display windows
Right.
were going to be there, I'm thinking there are people, oh, suddenly I think I've got to go to Lock 3 now.
Yeah, you should just to check it out. I've walked through, and the Captain Hook is there, Peter Pan. If you remember these. The Wizard of Oz, which I remember as a kid, I definitely remember the Wizard of Oz display. There's like an Ice Princess display, Rub-a-Dub-Tub, 3 Men in a Tub, that display is there, Raggedy Ann. And it's really cool.
Did you say that these are in the basement of the old O'Neill's
Right.
building?
That's
so
one
they're
of
not
our
in
areas.
the windows.
He has it constructed to look like they're behind windows, but this is indoors.
Well,
And
that
so
makes
when
it all the better.
Right, you walk through those displays to get to Archie, to talk to Archie. And Archie this year has blue eyes instead of maybe the red eyes that some folks might be used to.
Oh,
So he doesn't look quite as scary.
Archie has had a makeover.
He's had a little makeover. He looks very similar though. He's still huge, very tall.
Well, I think it's marvelous that the original builder is the one who has constructed
Right.
Archie for this new appearance.
Yeah, he's done an amazing job, and like I said, the people who wanted Archie to come back, plus Raoul, who is the builder of Archie, it's a very moving, heartwarming thing for them. When we have these meetings to discuss Archie and what's going on, they almost get teary-eyed. You always wonder, like, is somebody actually going to cry here? Because, it's just something that they've waited for, and it brings back a lot of nostalgia, and they're very excited for it to happen.
In a time when in society in general everything is changing so fast, and there seems to be such a push for the new in place of the old, it's wonderful that these things have been retained. Things like those display windows.
Right.
I mean, they could have been pitched, somebody say, oh, hey, nobody does this anymore, let's get rid of this.
Yeah.
But here they are, and to have the original builder involved in it, and to return this icon,
Right.
really, of Akron of a past day, but bringing it into the present. Now, is this all part of a marketing strategy for Lock 3?
I think the marketing strategy this year started with the people telling us that we have to bring Archie back. It really started with them. And then I think we just kind of evolved into this traditional, these kind of traditional marketing, because really now that this has been open for 9 or 10 years, we are establishing traditions with our own children. My children go every year. They plan on going. They want to be there. This is something that they'll look back on now and go, remember when we went to Lock 3 every winter and we would ice skate and we would do this, and every summer, on the weekends going to Lock 3 and watching the concerts. So Lock 3, in its 10th it was our 10th summer anniversary this year, has definitely established a lot of traditions. So it's very appropriate to bring Archie back this year.
Well, let's talk a little bit about logistics. When you talk about the numbers of people who come,
Right.
there are some people who might be thinking, oh dear, it's going to be too congested.
It's
what about
big.
parking?
Yeah.
Parking and walking around well, let's talk about the parking first.
Sure. Parking is available at the State Street parking deck and also the Cascade Plaza parking deck. If you park at the State Street parking deck, you just take the elevator down. When you get off the elevator, that's the O'Neill's basement where Archie is. So you actually aren't even going outside then. And then if you just turn the other way, that's where the skate rental is, and Lock 3 is right there. Lock 3 itself is very big, so to have that many people, for our lighting ceremony, I would say is the one time where we have the most amount of people, and it's the most crowded. But even at that time, it's big enough for people to walk comfortably through the cottages, through the indoor areas. So it's not, I don't think anyone would have a problem with it being overcrowded. It's a very big area. And parking, because of the parking decks, it's very easy. It's all handicap accessible. And you just take elevators down and you're right there. So it's pretty easy. You can park on the street, on Main Street if you wanted to. But I would suggest parking in the parking decks if you can.
Well, that would be the State Street parking garage.
Yes.
And then how far is it to the Cascade?
The Cascade parking deck is a little bit farther. It's just an alternative, and you would walk through Lock 4 to get there.
So that's not
It's not
too
bad.
far.
No, not at all.
And are these free parking, or is there a
Free parking, yes.
Both garages are free?
Well, free parking after 6 p.m. on Thursdays and Fridays, and free parking on the weekends.
Well, that really makes it a bargain.
Right, it really is. And if you park on Main Street after 6 p.m. and on weekends, the meters are free too. There's plenty of food also. That's just one thing to keep in mind, that Lot 3 has its own concessions with a lot of comfort food and a lot of food to warm you up. We also offer Thirsty Dog brews. They made a Lock 3 lager for us. And we offer Glühwein, which is traditional German mulled wine. That really warms you up as well. And even if you don't want to eat there and you want to go into a restaurant, there's plenty of restaurants right in that area on Main Street to visit and hang out and enjoy a nice dinner.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, because that was my back of my mind. I'm thinking, you might be taking the grandkids there, and what are you going to feed them? Because you can't feed them just the cookie that they're going to make with the snowman.
There's a lot. There's plenty of food. I think in traditional Midwestern festivals, there's plenty of food to be had, and and having children, it's important that food is easily accessible.
I'm sure you know, with a 5 and a 9-year-old, you've checked out all the food
I have 2 boys,
venues.
so they eat 24/7, it seems like.
So when we're talking about that, we're talking about the typical kind of thing you might see on a state fair fairway or carnival.
Well,
what type?
Not really. Actually, for our winter concessions, it's more like soups, chowders, hot dogs, hamburgers, macaroni and cheese, bratwurst. I would say winter comfort food. Typical winter comfort food.
Well,
and it's really good. All of it is very, very good.
Well, it really sounds like this is the winter comfort activity, and I'm sure many of our viewers are going to be coming down to Lock 3, maybe for the first time, and maybe they've coming for their 10th anniversary of the Winter Festival. It's been wonderful having you with us today, Maria.
Thank you.
And I hope we'll have you back again to talk maybe about summer activities.
I would love to.
So thank you so much, and thank you everyone for watching today's view through our kaleidoscope. We hope you've enjoyed it, and that you remember our sponsor, RSVP. RSVP offers adults 55 and over opportunities in the local community for volunteering. For more information about RSVP, just call the number on your screen. Thanks so much and have a wonderful day.
Since 1971, RSVP has been matching volunteers' talents to community needs. RSVP is affiliated with the Corporation for National and Community Service, a national organization that supports service and volunteering through grant-funded projects. Volunteers organize neighborhood watch programs, tutor children, renovate homes, plant community gardens, assist victims of natural disasters, and serve their communities in many other ways. RSVP offers maximum flexibility and choice to its volunteers as it matches the personal interests and skills of Americans 55 and older with opportunities to serve their communities. If you're interested in adding more meaning to your life and improving the lives of others, please call 330-253-4597, extension 166.
There's no place like home. Stay in your home with a 24-hour companion that doesn't need to be let outside, who isn't a grown adult reluctant to leave the nest, or a well-meaning neighbor who pops in every day. With Massillon Cable TV's MedAlert Personal Emergency Response System, you can stay home, have peace of mind, and your family will feel better too, knowing you have access to someone 24/7 should you need help. Keep your independence with Massillon Cable TV's MedAlert service. To learn more, call 330-833-4134. That's 833-4134. Or visit their website, MassillonCableTV.com.